Hello, my little ducklings, it's Frappy, and today I thought we'd do something different, and I was thinking that every week I would do one traditional drawing of any of my OCs. The first OC we're going to start with is Kyo. He's my comfort character, so whenever I don't really know who to draw, I just draw him, and he's amazing, guys. He's so adorable, and I love him, so I always start with him. He's the best. So kind of the whole reason I wanted to do a traditional drawing every week is because I feel like I've kind of just gotten out of traditional drawings after I got into digital. So I just want to stay intact with both of them and keep a good concept between both of them so I won't fall out of traditional art, because I do really love traditional art and it's just a really fun thing to do and it's really relaxing for me. And honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm better at traditional art than I am at digital. So the drawing I'm doing for Kyo today is where he's in the spotlight and he's this perfect person and he just looks amazing, but in the back, whenever there's no spotlight, it's just a cry for help. Sorry if I'm bad at explaining stuff, but you'll see it then. You'll see what I'm talking about. Also, let me know if y'all would prefer a voiceover like the one I'm doing right now, or an ASMR video where you just hear the drawing and I just be quiet for once. And for all of you traditional artists that are always upset, like, oh, I can't flip the canvas, well, now you can. So what I do whenever I want to flip the canvas in a way is I grab my drawing and I just hold it up to the light, and you could see the drawing because of the light, obviously, and you could just see where you need to fix it, what doesn't look right, you could see what to fix. It's actually a really helpful concept whenever I need to fix something, so if you ever want to try it, feel free to do it, and you'll be seeing me do it a lot in the video whenever I need to fix something. So this video was actually supposed to be posted yesterday, but since there was people over, I wasn't able to finish it, so yeah, it's posted today instead. It was probably a bad idea to make a video where I had to do a voiceover for an hour because I'm already out of ideas and I'm only 2 minutes in. I think Kyo's smile is the best feature of his character, because without his smile, I think his character would just look a lot more plainer, so his smile had to be absolutely perfect. I didn't really like how his smile turned out the first try because it wasn't bright enough and it just needed to be better, so I just erased it. Now we just add Kyo's trauma, which is his missing tooth. I love Kyo's missing tooth. I think it's really cute, and I just love when any character has like a little gap or just a missing tooth in that area. It makes me really upset whenever I forget to add it because it's a big part of his lore and it's just not the same. I think one of the biggest parts that I've struggled with in the face is the eyes, because I always have them too far apart and I don't realize it until I'm already done with the drawing. Luckily, I noticed this one before I got started with the other eye. Also, random question, does my voice sound like English isn't my first language? Because it is, and all these people that comment on my stuff, they're like, oh, I'm sorry that English isn't my first language, so if there's a mistake, I'm sorry. And I'm like, dude, your grammar is better than mine. As I'm recording this video, I see so many grammar mistakes, and I'm like, dude, English is literally my first language. What happened? I've been using this language for years. How am I not supposed to know it? It's also kind of embarrassing because I know that my grammar is bad just anywhere, because my friends have corrected my grammar multiple times in just any conversation. But anyway, how many languages do y'all know? If English isn't your first language, if you know any other languages, drop it down below. My second language is Spanish, but I'm not that great at it either. I'm honestly better at English, but either way, I can't talk. I know how to speak Minion better than I know how to speak English or Spanish, and those are the languages I'm supposed to know. I feel like the hardest part of drawing the eye for me is, pupils? They look horrible most of the time, and I don't really know how to fix it correctly, and I had to redo it multiple times, and it's kind of annoying. I feel like I've been yapping forever, but it's only been 4 minutes. It felt like 20. Anyway, who's your favorite character from my story? My two favorites are Kyo and Tramp. If you told me to pick between them, I think it's Kyo. I love Kyo, but Tramp, I love you too, but Kyo, it's so, I love him. I love Tramp in a different way, if you know what I mean. That's my boyfriend right there, my husband walking down the street. And for all y'all asking, what about Caitlin? Caitlin could go fall in a ditch. I don't care. Tramp is mine. Caitlin, leave. I'm just kidding. I love Caitlin. I would never do that to her. And I love Caitlin and Tramp. They're my favorite ship. And it's kind of weird because Caitlin's supposed to be the main character, but she's just there. I don't really think of her as I think of all my other characters. She's alright, I do like her a lot, but I definitely like all my other characters better. Why did I just say like so many times? Like, oh my, I've been saying like and a lot this video. I realized like I'm listening to the recording and I'm like, why am I saying it so much? Can someone keep track how many times I say like and by the end of the video, please? I would love to know how many times I said it. I feel like I'm Lenny from the Loud House in that one episode where they're giving challenges like, oh, if you don't do this one thing for the whole entire day, then you get this certain thing. And her thing was don't say like for an entire day. In the first 5 seconds of the challenge, she said like. I explained that so horribly. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, so my mom had called me at this point in the video, so that's why there's like nothing happening, and that's why I left. So I'll be right back. And I'm back. Hello, guys. How am I only 5 minutes into the video? Like, I literally got a jump scare when I looked at how long I've been doing this, and I'm only 5 minutes in. So I decided to speed up the video a bit because it was taking too long for me, and I'm not very patient. I'm sorry, guys. My storage is gonna die after this video, and I was already out of storage whenever I started, so it's really out, guys. So the way I record my videos is I record a little piece of me talking in case I make a mistake, so it's not that much pressure. So in this video, I just been recording little tiny pieces of me talking that are usually just 9 seconds long, so that's probably why I've been feeling like I've been doing this forever, but it's not really because it's only 9 seconds. It's really not that long. And the reason I don't do it longer is because, so I get really nervous, especially whenever I'm recording, when I'm talking. And in usual, whenever I'm just talking, I make a lot of mistakes whenever I yap. So I didn't really want there to be as much mistakes in the video because it's actually important and I don't want there to be a lot of mistakes in it. But as I continue with the video, I am trying to make it longer and to be more confident with my words. Like that last piece that y'all just heard is 22 seconds long, and that's actually a lot for me whenever I'm recording because I don't record that long. So if you ever listen to any of my videos where I'm talking and the voice changes a bit, like it could be louder or quieter, anything. So it's usually just because of that reason, because I stop recording and then I continue talking. But I have gotten better with my speaking whenever I'm recording because back then, whenever my first video where I was recording my voice reveal, I had a script, and it was actually a lot harder to read off of the script because I was trying to make it perfect, and it doesn't need to be perfect every single time, but I just wanted it to be because it was also my first time, so yeah, there was a lot of pressure for me. But now I don't read off of a script, and it's more fluent and it's just a lot easier for me, and I like it a lot better than reading off of a script. Also, don't freak out that I'm erasing my work. So I do this thing where I erase it, so whenever I do the coloring, the line doesn't, like the lead doesn't show up in the coloring. A lot of people usually freak out whenever I do this part because they're like, oh no, like, Fabi, why are you erasing your work? And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. I just need a color. I don't know if all artists do this, but I do it because I learned it in art class in school whenever I had to take classes for it. And the teacher had us erase our work so we could just I don't even know. He just had us erase our work. We weren't even coloring, so I don't really know what the point of that was. I actually have beef with that certain art teacher, but not really. I forgave him. It's just it's funny looking back on it, but sometimes I'm just like, whenever I think about that moment. So what happened was we were in class, and what we had to do is we had certain steps. So the different steps is you had to do the sketching and then the harder darkening shadow lines, but you had to do it in different days. And I was really fast with my art, so I had finished the first step. And before asking, I was just like, oh, well, since we're doing it tomorrow, I could just get it out the way and I'll be done. So what I did is I started doing the shading, and I was really proud of my work and I really liked it. And he came around and he was just like, oh, you're doing the shadowing? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, I really like it, but that's for tomorrow. He proceeded to grab my eraser and erase all of my work, and he gave me the eraser and told me to save it for tomorrow. I was so mad, but it's fine. It's just funny looking back on it, but it really doesn't bother me anymore. I actually really love drawing Kyo's skin because it's so vibrant, like on his cheeks and on his ears, and just like it's just so nice to look at. And it's kind of funny because so I used the Ahuhu markers. I think it was the 320 pack. But anyway, so I used that pack, and you know how it comes with a little sheet for you to look for the markers? I draw Kyo so much where I have memorized what every single marker from his like colors. Like I memorized every single one of the markers, so I just know where it is and know where to grab it, and it's just really funny. Like, I don't even have the marker set memorized for Caitlin and Trip, and they're literally the main characters. I just love Kyo so much, and I just love drawing him. Like, I just draw him constantly. Like, you know the sketchbook that I'm starting, the one that I posted on my videos, my channel? So, by the way, I'm not working on it right now. I did the first few pages, but I just kind of stopped because I'm doing this certain drawing that it's a lot of work, so I just need a little break. But anyway, the first like what 3-4 drawings is just Kyo. Like I've drawn him so much in that sketchbook. Like I need to stop. That sketchbook was actually supposed to be a 1 week art sketchbook challenge, and I'm really glad I didn't do that because the week I got the sketchbook was a really busy week. I just didn't know it was gonna be that busy. So the entire week I was so I wrote this one book. It's not posted. It's just recorded. And it's just for me right now. I don't know when it's going to go to the world, but I was working on that for a whole week. And when I mean working, I mean I was working like a dog. Like I was staying up till 3 in the morning every day, and I had to write, I had to record, I had to do all that stuff. And I would only have like one chapter done after staying up till 3 in the morning. So I'm really glad that I didn't pick that week to do the sketchbook. I am still planning to do the 1 week sketchbook challenge, just not with such a big sketchbook because that sketchbook was pretty big and it had a lot of pages in it. So I'm probably just going to use my smaller sketchbooks. So I have this like pack of sketchbooks. Oh, that voice crack. I'm so sorry. So I have this pack of sketchbooks that I had for school whenever I was going to private school at the time, and they're just sitting there. And I mostly just had it because in art club we had these small sketchbooks, the same ones, and I was really fast at drawing, so I would always just finish my sketchbooks really fast. And the teacher was just like, "Girl, I can't give you any more," so I just had to go and buy my own. So they're just a lot of empty ones right now, so I'm probably just going to use one of those to do the 1 week sketchbook challenge. I don't think I'm going to start it soon, though. I think I'm going to start it a little later. I don't really know when. Also, sorry if I'm pausing a lot. It's because, when I'm recording, I really just talk really fast. Sorry about that, too, if I'm talking too fast for y'all. But, I talk really fast whenever I'm recording, and I kind of just don't breathe. So whenever I'm like getting tired and I need air, I just like stop and I like take a breath and then I just continue with my words. So sorry if there's a lot of pauses. Also, remember when I said I drew Kyo a lot? And I mean a lot. Like his hair, like the marker for his hair is like dying already, and I was really struggling to get his hair finished before the marker died. And I don't really know what to do because that's his hair color and I draw Kyo a lot, and I don't want to buy another 320 pack just for that certain marker, and I don't really know where to find one of that specific marker, so can y'all like help me out? Sorry if his hair looks clumpy, it's because of the marker dying, and I really wish that marker wasn't dying. Like, I use that marker so much. What kind of marker brand do y'all use, or what kind of, like, art brands do y'all use? Because I use a Hoo-Hoo, and it's, like, my favorite. I don't really use any other except the acrylic markers. I also love those. Those are my two favorites and the ones that I use the most. I don't really use any other marker, and it really took me a long time to use the acrylic markers. Like, I mean, like, months. It took me months to, like, even touch them or open them, and I felt really bad about that because I was, like, begging for it for Christmas, and I didn't even touch it for a while. But now they're one of my favorite markers. Speaking of Christmas, is it too early to start celebrating? I don't think so. I'd be celebrating Christmas in July. It's my favorite holiday, and it's kind of easier because I don't celebrate Halloween, so the next big holiday other than Thanksgiving is Christmas. I feel really bad for Thanksgiving because, like, it's just in the middle. Like, you get Halloween and you get Christmas, so, like, Thanksgiving isn't really much of a holiday compared to them. We should give Thanksgiving a bigger, like, give it a bigger praise because, dude, Thanksgiving, you get food. Don't y'all love food? I love food. And yes, I know Thanksgiving isn't all about the food, but it definitely is a big part of it, and it's definitely my favorite. What's y'all's favorite holiday? Because mine is obviously Christmas. But I feel like I'm talking in an accent. So, like, me and my sister, we usually just talk in, like, accents to each other, and it's kind of goofy, but sometimes whenever I'm just having fun, that, like, goofy accent slips out, and I feel like it slipped out a few times, and how did we get from hello my little duckling to like y'all, like where was the switch from sweetness to aggressiveness or more sternness? Like, I don't know what happened, y'all. I'm sorry. Do y'all ever hear your voice in a recording and be like, is that my voice? Like, this entire recording, whenever I had to, like, listen to it to see if it sounds good, I'm like, why do I sound like that? It doesn't even sound like me. I feel like recording this video has been a lot easier since I've been doing it for a while now, and it's kind of just like I'm on a phone call with you guys, and it's really, like, nicer compared to in the beginning where I didn't even know what to talk about within the first 2 minutes. So it's a lot better now, and I'm really glad. It's really nice. I feel like I've just been really out of it, like, for making videos right now. Like, after I did the animatic videos, it was like a relief off of my chest. Like, it was like a weight taken off. But after that came out, like, it was just kind of just like for videos. Like, I kind of just like had no motivation after the James videos. Like, those I was wanting to do for a while, and it's kind of upsetting because I really want to make videos. Like, whenever I was making the animatic, all I wanted to do was just make other lore videos, but I couldn't at the moment because I was stuck doing that. But now that the time has come, it's just like, eh. But I definitely think after posting this video, I'll get a lot more motivation. But it's just kind of like, there's just like no motivation right now. Like, I'd be waiting last minute to make a video, like it'd be already like 1 and I'm still pushing it aside to wait till like maybe 2. But in my head I'm like, okay, like, go work on the video, like, you need to work on it because my posting time is 4. I don't know what time it is for y'all, but I post at 4 where I am, and it takes me a while to make a video. So, well, not too long, but it definitely takes some time. So I usually have to start getting working, but my brain just didn't want to work. I think it's also because I just want to work on like lore videos or trend videos, but I had to make this one certain video before I could get to that. So it's kind of just like a deal breaker, but I don't get it either because I was wanting to make that video for a while. But I think it's because I had to draw my character Frappy, my persona, and she's just kind of hard for me to draw sometimes, and I just kind of don't want to sometimes. And just like, she's very expressive, and I think that's what makes me like it make it harder for me to draw her because the persona Frappy, she's very hyper and very expressive, so I had to draw a lot of scenes, and I don't know, I just don't want to. I had to fix Kyo's eye with the white acrylic marker, and I'm really glad I did because it was bothering me for the longest time already. Like, the whole drawing was great to me, but just looking at that eye just threw the whole drawing off, so I just decided to fix it. Like I said before, that like pupil of the eye is the hardest part for me, and it's just really annoying that it doesn't look like the other one from the other eye. It's like whenever you try to draw the eye from one side to look exactly like the other one. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining it right, but it just wasn't looking right to me, and it sucks. It's kind of funny because this video was supposed to be an hour and 17 minutes long, but I'm just really impatient and I don't really want to yap for that long, so it just gets lowered more and more. So, yeah. So, sorry if this video is a little too fast for you at the end because that's just where I start speeding it up a bit. But it's just easier for me, okay? And I'm just trying to finish it already because my phone's like about to die, and I'm working and I don't really want to wait that long because it's almost time to post, y'all. So I just need to hurry up. I tried going over with it with a light yellow marker, going over the skin and the drawing, but it wasn't really working and wasn't getting the effect I wanted. I wanted it to look like he was in the spotlight and not like how it was looking. So I tried adding that, but it didn't really do anything, and I didn't want it to be too dark to the point where the colors go away, because it's also really dangerous because of the blonde hair and I didn't really want to mess it up, so I just left it as it is. Okay, so now you're seeing what I mean by he's in the spotlight and in the back away from the spotlight it's just a cry for help. That's what I wanted to do, and I think it looks really nice, and I'm just really glad with the way it turned out. So the way I made it look like he was in the spotlight more is by just adding like darker colors over him, so it looks like that part's in the darkness. And it helped a little bit. I'm just kind of upset because you can't really get the same effect you can as you do digitally, which I usually like to do, but it's fine. It's all fine. I did have to go over the helps because the black kind of just mixed in with the red and it kind of went over it, so it kind of looked kind of ugly. Why am I saying kind of so much? Anyway, so I just went over it to make it look better. So we are reaching to the end of the video, so just let me know any characters that you want me to draw next time. I'm free to suggestions, and let me know if you want an ASMR video or for me to yap. Anyway, bye!